Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you alive and in charge for pretty much everything that you could ever ask for. We're the best in entertainment, in my opinion. It's iRacing. It's what we do. It's how we do it. It's just the way the world kind of rolls and the way the cookie crumbles here today. We are in week 5, hot Atlanta, aka the Super Speedway, aka Atlanta Motor Speedway, whatever you want to call it. It's fun in the sun. Actually, it's overcast, guys, right now. But you know that is man, that looked violent. Anywho, yeah, Atlanta Motor Speedway, the 1.5 Super Speedway. It's been changed. It's going to run fast times, fast laps, a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to enjoy it. So. Track race and weather report looks as such. 77 degrees on the track temperature here at qualifying. 72 degrees on the air temperature. 65% humidity, overcast skies with an 8-mile-an-hour wind. All stats, BB Music, Admin Box, giving you all the action. Go to adminbox.com. Use promo code CHOPCHOP10 to give yourself some additional cool stuff. I mean, you get a discount and you get a great RC box. It's a win-win. It really is. They're going to run 146 laps. Stage is going to be a lap 45. 4 sets of tires, 1 faster pair here for today's race. ChopShopRacing.net. If you want to be a part of the Chopp'N It Up Cup series, if you haven't checked out Chop Shop's YouTube channel, there's a link in the description. Chop Shop. It's at ChopShop_TV. And you can check out one of the most recent podcasts they put up. Absolutely a phenomenal time for all the folks. Ryan was working on another podcast earlier. If you don't know who Ryan is, well, Ryan Wendt has been with us here, learning the ropes with our commentation, but he's been putting on a heck of a podcast out there, and I look forward to seeing more of what he kind of digs into with the drivers over the course of the race. It is time. It's that big grand scheme of things, all the things that you could ever ask for. And I appreciate everybody out there. Last minute opportunity. If you're out there watching on Twitch, there's a poll that's going to end here in just about 60 seconds. If you could vote for me, that is for Pat's fan. He put up the suggested poll yesterday on what he should run for official. So you're not determining my fate. You're determining another driver's fate. So if you twitch.tv/Signature Esports, you can vote. You can put in additional votes with your channel points. You got about, something like 60 seconds, something like that, to be able to finish that one up. We appreciate you. Whatever he does, he's going to be going. Sandy, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Mr. Dudley, thank you for the like. Randy Henshaw, giving us a like. What's up, Mr. Henshaw? How are you doing, sir? Brad Dove, give us a like as well. A lot of people out there on first. Marsupius, much love to you. Appreciate you. You were not first, sir. You were second. I Crash Weekly out there in chat, giving us that first YouTube chat. So thank you very much. But that's okay. I'm glad that you're here. It's important to me to see you, to get out there and be in chat, and you voted, then use channel points. I like it. I like it. Thank you, babe. Dilgaff is Mrs. Signature, aka the ballistic one. Xfinity, 5 votes for all of that. So 5 votes showed up. That's what he's going to run. Xfinity Series race, a little B-class series for you. So that has been redeemed, and it's going to be cool. I appreciate it. iCrash. Hey, we're going to be joining iCrash Weekly around April 27th. I think that's what we were discussing. We're going to be calling a race with them at Talladega. So keep that in mind. That'll put that on your calendars. That's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. That's going to be a ton of fun. I'm happy to it. That's going to be on a Saturday, on April 27th. So, let's get into this. This is going to be fun. Atlanta Motor Speedway turned into a Super Speedway. Runs very fast. It's very tricky. The quad oval on the front straightaway pushes drivers toward the wall when it comes to getting into that section. The drivers can catch air. Wrecks are usually really big. And you're going to see multi-groove racing. You're going to be able to see 2 wide. You're going to be able to see 3 wide, sometimes 4 and 5 wide on the front straightaway, depending on who wants to push the boundaries and who wants to push themselves down to the bottom side. One of the big things about this racetrack, it's unpredictable and ever growing in popularity. And I miss the old Atlanta, and I am liking to. I'm seeing Atlanta get all the wear in it now, which is which is really turning into when we watched the spring race just a couple of weeks ago. It did run like a super speedway, but the track is starting to have more character in it. Because it's having more character in it, it's definitely showing a, how do I put this? It's showing more of a it's showing more of the signs that it could slow down and become more of that mile and a half track that we're used to seeing. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I like old Atlanta, but man, you can't always like what you like. You know what I mean? So we'll see how things are going to work out in that regard. Let's see. Let's check in on our points. I'm going to make sure the championship standings are put up, and we'll take a look at that real quick before we get rolling. Championship standings show that Michael Strickland is currently in the lead over Jason Day and Nathan Biggert. Strickland with a win. Nathan Biggert has 2 wins on the series. Matta has a win as well here. Chopping it up next Gen Cup Series. I tell you what, Chop is really putting it on, and it's interesting. If the playoffs were to start today, Ryan Wendt is on the cutoff line. Danny May would be outside looking in just by about 3 points. But there's a lot to be said and a lot to be had when it comes to these drivers, and there's still a lot of racing. We're only in week 5, and the points battle's already heating up. Let's take a look at your starting grid as things would roll. Michael Caffrey's going to be your pole sitter. Jeff Dillon, your outside pole sitter. Caffrey has been getting a ton of those a ton of pole positions in these races, and no doubt is ready to put in the effort and give himself the extra pace, the extra speed. So good luck to our personal Australian native. Strickland Retchen's going to be road number 2. Ryan Wendt and Robert Church will make up road number 3. John Hammond, Sam Benson there in row number 4. Nathan Biggert, Tony Sanders, row number 5. Matta and Jason Day there in row number 6. Row 7 will be Grant Altizer and Joshua Siegfried there in that outside row. At row 8 will be Jerry Culver, Hayden Malcolm. Row 9 will be Colby Hartung and Clint Hackett. For Brock Duty, we'll have Alonso King to his outside row 10. Brad Dove, Jim Casterline there in row 11. Brandon Blitzo and Devin Asuna will be there in row 12. Row 13, final drivers out there. Bryant Lucas, Russell Black. They're making their starts. We do have a few driver camps today. Thank you to the drivers for being out there. There's Brad Dove. Oh, not Brad Dove. I'm sorry. That's Russell Black out there ready to rock and roll. I like his sim setup. Picks butt, picks names. And that's a Tennessee driver. I'm liking the Tennessee drivers. And then there's Brad Dove. There's Mr. Dove. We love that guy. There's Merca. That's what we say. Good to see everybody out there. Stephanie, thank you. Will we have a repeat winner? It's possible. It's possible. The Chrome, what do you say? Good to see everybody out there. Thank you, babe. Gotta come over to Twitch and say, "Look, you're the Chrome." Well, and the Chrome Toaster. I talked to you about him, babe. It was just as the other half of me. Yeah, you saw that. I saw it. I got rid of it. I got rid of it. That's not cool. I saw the name. That's not cool. All right, let's go. Green flag. $77, $62, $88, $40. Momentum. Inside lane, driver's going to get a little bit unsettled. They haven't been in this big of a pack yet. Even whenever they were in practice, they hadn't put their energy into the cars that way yet. So we'll see what driver's going to do. Robert Church up on the high side. The driver's going to work 77, 88, 62, 24, 40 is going to be your front 5. And Mark Brescian will be up in the front row here. He's on board with Robert Church as they try to get organized here. 2 of 146. We'll see the super speedway style racing here for the iRacing platform. Go to iRacing.com. Give everybody some love. Yeah, we got him blocked. I mean, everybody has a right to have whatever name they want, but not much yet. Don't do that. John Hammond, fastest lap so far, the 8, 29.81. We'll see the drivers run 29.5s, 29.8s, especially in the draft. And right now, Caffrey on the bottom side still leading with Strickland. Jeff Dillon to the 62, rolling to second lane, down the side draft. 77 to the big push coming from the 88. 88 there in that bottom lane is going to keep them honest right there. You see the bump right there on the front quad oval. That bump will send that car around. It'll put a hurting on that car. 24 to the high side. Whoa, 77, a little free right there. Bottom line, still having the tires heat up. Russell Black, one of the drivers here at the tail end of the field. He is off the draft here. I think he started from the pits as they roll 28.5. To see some drivers working. Jeff Dillon out front is right now. We're going to be 3 wide back here. Nathan Biggert now back to 2 wide. Nathan Biggert in the middle of that bottom side. In that 01 car, you'll see right to the outside. Ryan went the 40. Side-by-side racing right now as the drivers go to work. Driver off the pace right there. It looks like Kobe Hartung is going to be. I thought Kobe was going to let him in. Sam Benson dropping back here as we'll see the 21 in that Dex Ford Mustang. Get back into the middle portion of this race. Jeff Dillon out front leads her. Oh, they're getting turned. Caution comes out for the first time. Stay Tuned Sports is your sponsor for your poll, and I missed that, folks. Stay Tuned Sports. I want you to go check out their YouTube channel. There is a link in the description. I want to make sure that we give them all the love in the world. But Stay Tuned Sports, killing it, really. I love their podcast. I've been following them, been doing it. John Doe, thank you for subscribing out there. Are we still here? And thank you to Stay Tuned Sports. I missed that. I do apologize about that. It's still there. Still there. Get away from it, folks. I appreciate you. This is supposed to be family entertainment, quality entertainment for these drivers in these leagues. They're here to watch. To watch some races. So, undo it. Let's go, Matt Jeremiah. Good to see you out there. All right, going. Yeah, let's just chill out. Let's just relax and enjoy the race. Sam Benson stopped back here. Looks like he had to stop heavy. Let's go up here. Michael Caffrey had an issue. Here's what happened to Mr. Caffrey. He had to jump to pit road, but we'll have to back up here and see what happened. This was right here. All right. Right here. 77. Ryan went on the outside. 77 to the middle. Ooh, 77 comes up a little bit. A little free for the 40. Caffrey Down to the bottom. Ooh, and then 9 gets into him. Who was that in front? That was the 18 of Jim Casterline. He's coming around there trying to slow up. He just got a little bit of contact. There is he's running that logo. That's what I was talking about. Casterline right there at the 18. Ooh, let's get to the back of the 9 a little bit. The 9 was slowing up. 9 gets contact. 77 gets up into him a little bit. Anyway, yeah, go check out Stay Tuned Sports. You can see their logo a lot. Their YouTube channel is a ton of fun. They talk about NHL. They talk about the everything sports. There's 2 guys getting out there and cutting it up and it's a good podcast. I enjoy it, so make sure you go check it out. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you to the Chopp'N It Up podcast as well for being a part of the Chop Shop Racing series. I mean, Chopp'N It Up is part of Chop Shop, but it's kind of their podcast. That podcast is its own entity as well. Stay Tuned Sports, absolutely a great time, and I truly enjoy it. So thank you very much for them being on board with Chop Shop and helping them out with everything they do. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go Green Flag Racing. Thinking about joining the truck series? I encourage you to do it. You got a good truck series. Chop Shop is one of the best truck series you're going to be able to find on iRacing. 62 out front, John Hammond in tow. Jeff Dillon, John Hammond, Mark Rection. 01 there to the outside, try to get to the back bumper of the 24, Mark Rection. Jefferson City native is a Cardinal fan. I was showcasing that earlier. A fan of Rechen, more so because he's a Cardinal fan too. So ready to go. 62, 8, 88. Michael Strickland on the bottom side. There is Matta up in the top 5, trying to crest the top 5. Has the inside lane looked in. He's sitting 6th right now. There's the 5 of Robert Church. 85 up on the high side as they push the boundaries of the cars. Jason Day in 9th. Hayden Malcolm back here and rolling in that 59 spot. Ryan Went kicking into the corner. I think Caffrey is out. Russell Black is on pit road, or saying he's on pit road. Was wrapped up into that, I do believe. There's Jerry Culver with Jim Casterline on the bottom side. 18, still with some nose damage. Should be able to be fine though in the draft. And maybe save that what is it called? Man, oh man, I can speak today. Alonzo King Jr. was the fastest lap of the race, 29.38. Saving that fast repair for later on. Right now, Brad Dove leading the second pack as they roll the corner. Ryan Went, I think, did come in and use that fast repair. Almost had to. 18 there as well. 7, 6, 18 on the bottom side. 21 in tow. Brian to Lucas in the 6. Rolling with a 7 on the high side. He's going to be able to drop down. The Lightyear driver rolling into the middle portion of that corner. And now trying to play catch up. Very easy. Here's John Hammond out front. It's very easy to catch the draft here as they go. Let's go bigger, says Stevie. Love to see it out there. Thank you, folks, for being out there. John Hammond, Michael Strickland, Mark Rechen. Going to be your top 3. Stevie, thank you for subscribing out there. I appreciate you. There is Nathan Biggert right there. We can go on board with him. Don't let a couple of laps, and now we'll see if Nathan Biggert can give the shove here to him. Russell Black out of the race. Something happened to him in the middle of all that. Had to come back to pit road. So hopefully he's all right. You see how free that 62 is getting right now. With that little bit of air, that downforce really can take a ton of energy out of the car. The closer you get, the harder it is. He's 62. You see the 01 of Nathan Biggert gets to the back bumper, gives him a bump, and then just trying to recognize what the line's going to do here. Right now, all the drivers putting in the time. 18 of 146. Stage is going to end lap 45. And points on the line for that. There's John Hammond. Michael Strickland in tow. Behind Matta in the 16. 62 still working in the outside lane. John Hammond, your race leader. Will go back to Hayden Malcolm here, who has got some momentum here. I was watching his lap time there. He's running some of his fastest laps now as he's been able to get into that low line. You want to see multi-group racing out of all of these, out of this entire track. But right now, that outside lane only has 5 drivers in it, inside lane prevailing. Alonzo King back here in that 23, still trying to get to the back bumper, trying to keep it close. 85 in front of him. That's going to be Joshua Siegfried. 70 of Brandon Bledsoe, putting the time behind the drivers. You see the pace ever including. The Chrome gifting 5 subs out there. Thank you very much. 5 gifted coming on the way. Thank you very much. So, Matta all day says, John, I like it. I like the banter. Thank you, the 5 gifted. I appreciate you. Real Derby, new subscriber. Scooter, a new subscriber as well. Thank you for the 6 months to Villigaff. Thank you to Golden Dragon becoming a subscriber as well. Budgie getting us a gifted sub as well. New subscribers, new members of the Warrior family. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted DeChrome Toaster out there. Thank you so much. You gifted one to the missus as well. So thank you very much. It's absolutely killer. We appreciate that. We appreciate 5 gifted. John Hammond, Michael Strickland, Mark Retchen, Michael Matta in the 5 spot. Here's Church at a Toyota. Used to see a Church in a Toyota. I don't think. I thought he's been driving the Chevys. Fords usually dominate super speedways. It's something that I've noticed in every super speedway that NASCAR has put on or that iRacing has put on. Each one of these folks have really put some good energy in. 552. The 59 of Hayden Malcolm. He's got the 80 all over the back bumper. There's Alonzo King on the bottom side. Whole lot of effort trying to get these cars to move forward, and they're trying to get organized. 24 of 146. Ethan Biggert has Colby Hartung to the inside. Grant Altizer back here in the 12. It's the 14. He's in that 14 spot. Here's that second pack here. Trying to play catch up. Bryant Lucas has the 40 of Ryan Wendt right there in front of all of these drivers. He is currently the first driver a lap down. Rock Duty is going to be 4 laps down. I think he was just getting that car worked on. John Hammond rolling the corner. Greg, thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. I like it. I do like it. Jason Day in the 52. Jason Day out of Canada. Racing around. So we have a driver that shows up from Perth, Australia. We have a driver that shows up from Canada, and everybody else here from all over the U.S. John Hammond is on the East Coast somewhere, and I know Striker's from Phoenix. Mark is from Missouri. Anybody know where Mike's, where the 16's from? I remember, I know Alonso's not far from us. Alonso to the outside, 62 of Jeff Dillon rolling the corner. A lot of the drivers put their hometown in their. There you go, West Virginia for Alonzo King. Matta from Connecticut. Jeff Dillon from Maryland. Where's Nate from? I don't know. Josh is from PA. Mr. Church from Iowa. Standing right there with the legendary Richard Petty. Hartong from Oceanside, California. Caution comes out here as Castelline having an issue. Let's take a look. 18 from Wilkes-Barre. Oh, no. 18 was just trying to split the corner there and got soaked up. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Stay tuned, sports. He's fine. Mr. Swope, what's going on, Matt? There is another guy out there you should go watch. He gets out there in iRaces as well. Fantastic guy. Fantastic individual. I appreciate you. I got a hype train. I didn't know I had a level 2 hype train out there, folks, on Twitch. Thank you very much for the hype train. Strong support. Thank you very much. I appreciate the hype train. Y'all are killing it. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We were about to enjoy the old race, and how about that stuff? I like that. Thank you very much. And we got a level 1 hype train emote. Oh, cool. Thank you for the hype. Much love. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Lion just can't catch a break. I know. Aaron, I see it, man. Went is it's two for 2. But he only got a little bit of damage there. He go back. We'll go to Ryan's on pit road right now. He would have been your lucky. He was on pit road. He came to pit road and took a look at the damage. It was down on the bottom. Just some right side. He didn't tear up the right front. Tire's not all that important when it comes to these cars. The Chrome finished it off. We have completed the goal. Thank you to Chrome. To our mission. That was one of my next segments I was going to get into. Thank you so much. We have accomplished our goal for mission 22. Thank you very much. Yeah, just some right side scrapes for Ryan Wint there. The Chrome Toaster. If you don't know what the Chrome Toaster is, well, I don't know. He's quickly becoming my best friend now. I tell you what, man. Thank you very much. All that money goes to mission 22. Donating it over, and thank you so much for being a part of that. Mission 22 has had their goal met. We only wanted to raise $100, and that $100 has been fulfilled. So thank you so much, Mission 22, near and dear to my heart. It's all about. That's why I try to focus on keeping things nice and lighthearted, and trying to have fun and keep it family friendly and in a positive mindset. And thank you so much. You've literally made my day. So thank you so much for being out there. I'm going to make a live adjustment here, folks, because I want to make sure that this track stays the same. Our motion blur is getting in the way of these drivers. So I'm actually going to back this up. We're going to make these changes live. If you ever have an issue with motion blur on iRacing, this is how you fix it. Another $5. Thank you, MC Case. Case Beer, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for another $5 for Mission 22. We love it. We appreciate it. Thank you, folks, very much. Mission 22, of course, having the goal of stopping that 22 week loss of life to veterans and their families. There's a lot of mental health support that goes along with that, and it's near and dear to my heart as a prior service member. That's a group I can stand behind. Michael Strickland right behind. Big Bob coming to the 8. As right now, John Hammond in the middle of the corner. Got a big bump from his teammate there. The 8 and the 88 working together. 24 on the inside. How about it? 80 on the outside. A chance to make up some ground. YouTube chat was broken for you, so Twitch it is today. No problem, man. Shout out MC Motorsports, John Doe. Thank you very much. Just got here. Thank you so much, Case Beer. Thanks for and another gifted sub. Thank you so much for a gifted sub out there. You guys are awesome. Budgie, what are you saying? That is Penguin's mod out there. We love Budgie. Budgie's amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You're literally making this race even more exciting than what it is. 2 cautions so far. We've got about 11 laps to go between here and the stage as these drivers put down the laps and put down the speed. Alonzo King out front. Matta right behind. Big push coming to the outside. Inside lane having to hook up and be all in the mix. Everybody all right there. Top 15 all within striking distance of each other. There's the 6 behind, 12 into the middle portion of the racetrack. Altizer, a little blink there. He's good to go. 12:59 super speedway action here for what these drivers are actually trying to do here. I tell you what, these drivers are really showing all of the ground and all the effort. 80 up the racetrack, 3 wide for the lead as John Hammond to try to slow down that 80. 80 had the run, went up to take the lane away, unable to make that happen. 36 of 146 is the 80 now, trying to pull together some of the race line. 8 down to the bottom side, 01 up high, 62 into the middle mix, 16 down to the bottom side. 8 in the corner, the outside lane prevailing as right now John Hammond with 8 laps to go into the stage is going to soak in the draft. 01 down to side draft, not going to work. The head of steam coming. Donated $5 through Super Chat. Shout out to iCrash Weekly, Stevens Motorsports, and the JD crew. Thank you very much for Mission 22 iCrash Weekly. We will make sure that we do that. We'll send that over, and actually, I will just go ahead and directly donate that right now to what they've got going on. Caution comes out here as we'll see what happened. Brad Dove having an issue. There's Benson on the back bumper of Dove. Dove goes around, and he just gets the 360. And a great save, just a little bit of tire going on there. John Hammond, your race leader, thank you so much. You guys keep killing it out there. Thank you very much, everybody. $105 raised for Elder Heart Inc., which is Mission 22. Thank you so much. Absolutely amazing. Keep rocking it. You folks you guys are just awesome. You want to find out more about Mission 22, you can go to mission22.com. Mission 22 provides support to veterans and their families when they need it the most right now. Through a comprehensive approach of outreach, events, and programs, they are there to promote long-term wellness and sustainable growth to veterans and their families. Absolutely killer. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. Let's jump to our channel here real quick. There it is. I donated. How about $110 now? I went ahead. I went ahead and donated that $5 you just sent me as a super chat. I donated it directly over. So there you go. There it is. Thank you very much. We'll get our super chats later on in the month. So I wanted to make sure they got it right away. So thank you very much to everybody for being out there. Much love to you. Thank you for the super chats. You guys are killing it. Cautions. Well, your guess might be under, like you said, 4 to 6. Well, we're up to 3 now. We'll have the stage. They could run green. Tell you what, this track is being super spicy right now. So, I actually wanted to get in here and make an adjustment. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put you on the starting soon screen real quick, folks. I'm gonna load the track differently. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to make a graphic adjustment there, because normally you can take and you can right now with the newest update, with the rain update and all the SSR and all the things that are happening with iRacing, the cars with the built-in motion blur that you get with each camera is conflicting with the motion blur that you get with actual iRacing. Plus the screen space reflections are all jacked up. So a lot of things aren't working to the advantage of all of that. So, we like to see it. So Hammond, Matta, Biggert, Retchen, Jason Day, your top 5. Green flag. John Hammond, big push from the 01. Three laps to go into the stage. As the 8 and the 01, big push on the outside. Jason Day in tow. Matta with the 24 on the inside. Hammond still to the outside. A little separation on the inside. 8 rolling over the corner. Big momentum. 3 wide in the back. John Hammond, your race leader on the high side with the 01. 16 in the middle mix. Down the back straightaway, bump coming for the 24. Big bump and a bump on the outside with the 01. These cars are hooked up. 43 of 146. 52 on the outside, 88-80. Here comes the 23 up on the high side as well. Kobe Hartung, your lucky dog. That last time by was Jim Casterline. 18 back on the lead lap. Brock Duty still looking for that next spot. He's going to be 4 laps down. Ryan Wendt is going to be 8 laps down. But still a lot of racing left, and you never give up. As John Hammond still trying to work the outside lane. 44 of 146 will be complete. It'll be your white flag lap next time by for the stage. The 01 there with the 8. A 1-8, 45, a 146. Big momentum. John Hammond out front. Nathan Biggert. The 52 of Jason Day. Alonso King to the bottom. Nathan Biggert, big shove to the 8 right here. They're rolling. Roberts, thank you very much. John Hammond going to get a stage win here. Going to do so right there. John Hammond, they're still going, I do believe. There it is. I was going to say that's going to be your stage there. John Hammond, your stage winner. And a big push from Nathan Biggert. He had the lead there. Very nice and easy. Avon Lake, Ohio native. He's still technically from the Midwest. Will be right out front. John Hammond getting a stage win. He just has to work his way to keep himself up front. Driver's going to be coming to pit road. They can run a ton of laps on this fuel cycle, so we are still going to have a green flag pit stop in this race as they can keep it green, and that should be around that 65 to 68 mark. That's usually what we see with these drivers. Did the fog mess up everything from last night? I'm not quite sure if the fog from last night was the. I think it's just the update. I mean, they've released a couple of patches on the back end, and the fog from last night was fine. Actually, I didn't have any issues with the fog last night. I had more issues right here with the cars being blurred out. So we'll have to keep things the way they are until and I'll have to do some testing. It's kind of the way it goes. So that's the way it is. It's absolutely it's been crazy. Well, Jonathan, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being out there. Brad Dove's going to be a race leader. Clint Hackett's going to be in second here. Your lucky dog is going to be the 9. Rock Duty gets back around on that Ford. He's going to be back on the. He's going to be 2 laps down. He's not going to be back on the lead lap. I think he's 2 laps down now. We'll have to take a look and see. So, big special thank you to all the drivers out there for putting in the time, energy, and effort. As we'll take a look at who's got the best run going on so far. Biggest mover of the race, certainly Brad Dove, your race leader, who is sitting right there up 20. Positive 16 spots for the 28. What does this car say? CPH. Log hog logging. Cool. It's like an homage to one of the Valvoline schemes, but in his own style. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, folks. You put that out there. Make sure you go check out that YouTube channel. That YouTube channel's for Stay Tuned Sports. And then also make sure that you go out and you check out Chop Shop. Their channel as well. They do call some iRacing out there as well. Love it. Appreciate it. There's a link for every single one of them there for you folks. All right. Thank you so much. Can't wait to get your rig built. Aaron said out there on YouTube. Which rig are you going for? Because I can recommend one for you. It's going to be Track Racer. It's a part of the Chop Shop platform as well, so you go check that out. Trackracer.com. Which rig are you going for? 25 goes to the restart zone. 50 of 146. Dove, big momentum. Here comes John Hammond. Nathan Biggert. That's a big lead for Brad Dove here. He's going to get swallowed up very quickly. 0-1. 8 to the outside. Brad Dove about to be left high and dry. He did come in on lap 39, but he's going to have a commitment here with the 16. Big different cycle here. 8:01 out front. Jason Day and Alonso King working the mix, but Stryker's got the big push on the outside. He's committed to the 52, ready to go. 25 back into the middle toe. Sam Benson back up front here. 51 to 146 being completed. Drivers still working. It's only 4 cautions, 3 for incident, 1 for the stage. This can come down to the tail end of this one. We'll see what's going to happen as the drivers work. Robert Church going to go on board with that driver right inside the cockpit view to see what these drivers are doing. Had to reload the stream. Chat broke for you. You're building one yourself? That's awesome. Well, you have to find us on social media and tag us in it. I want to see it now. Now I want to see it. I like people who have the ingenuity to get themselves to do things like that themselves, and of course I like. I'm going to tell you this, and this is not poking. This is not poking at the missus. But she has a ton of little side projects that we have no room for. And if I said, hey, honey, I think I want to have a sim rig, I think she might be all over for it. I don't know. Let's see. Fastest lap of the race just ran by Mark Retch into the 24. Prior to that, Devin Asuda in the 43 had ran a 29.31, but Retchen just ran a 29.27. Only if you can play to. Absolutely. Went is your best friend, so he's guiding you in the right direction. We love it. We love it. Ryan's good people. Ryan is good people. He's got my Holy Cow T-shirt. He's been he's been sporting that, and his wife posted on social media. Oh, they're going around. Big one happening here. Colby Hartung, the 12, caution back out as a whole lot happened there, and they're still wrecking on the back straightaway. And Ryan Wendt can't catch a break, gets involved in that one, trying to slow down. Man. Right up there. I see it now. I see it now. Right here. 16's up high here. The 25 goes up high. 16. And I'm going to show you this. We're going to go on board with the 16. This is Matta here. He's in the draft of the 25. When the 16 goes high, the 25's there, and the 16 checks up right there, and then just an awkward bump from the 88. And they save it, but everybody else behind, there's the 23 of Colby Hartung here. And this is just it's an awkward checkup. And you'll watch the 23 right here. Oh, just an awkward checkup. 24 to the 23. 85, 12, all involved there. As, and oh man, but from the tower. Let's back into the corner over here. Mark Retchen on the bottom side. Hopefully he's going to be able to. I know Siegfried had to jump to pit road. Here's a look here. 85 there. What happened to Ryan? Ryan was there. He was just trying to slow down. The 9 of Brock Duty, who would have been your lucky dog there. They touch here. Oh. All right, John Hammond, your race leader. '24 got the worst of it. He did. Wish you had a full rig. There you go, babe. Holy cow. You have an ultra wide and a wheel and pedal stand. I have too many monitors and no place to put a wheel. I do race occasionally, but I spend most of my time calling these races, and you know, I do have a goal to get myself back up in the in the higher splits and stuff like that. But that goal has to have some time. We don't have the time, so thank you, babe, for being out there. Much love. Thank you to everybody who was out there rocking and rolling, keeping things interesting on all the platforms. Thank you to each and every one of you for being absolutely fantastic. All right, so that's the fifth caution of the race, including the stage break. So now we have to do it. TJ, what's going on, brother? Going out on Twitch for you. Here you go. How many cautions will we have? We're going to do the same thing. No, sir. Nathan Biggert. No, sir. Stevie Steve. No, sir. I would never, ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. Hammond, Day, Biggert, Meta, Sanders, your top 5. Mr. Van Ness, thank you, sir, for the like. I appreciate you. Michael Strickland inside the top 10. Now work at the outside lane. John Hammond out front. Jason Day in second. Hill 1 in third. How about Tony Sanders up here and tied the top 7? Brad Dove, the 25, back now. Still trying to work with Stryker on the outside. 60 of 146 being completed. A few fast repairs being used in that last section. Jim Casterline back here. Trying to get to the back bumper of Devin Asuna behind. Jeff Dillon in the 62. Alonzo King. Still up 5, trying to work his way back forward. Gary Culver, last driver on the lead lap. There is Bryant Lucas on pit road, getting some tires, picking some things up. There's the 24. Mark Retchin, who's going to be looking for that lucky dog spot and trying to stay out of trouble here. He had to come to pit road. Ooh, 40 of Ryan went up on the high side. See a couple of drivers off the lead lap right now. Clint Hackett back here as well. Bryant Lucas. Maybe having to, I don't know, maybe he had to reset. Something happened there. He was getting tires. Penguin with a big old thank you for the 5 months, sir. I appreciate you. Mr. Penguin, thank you for the 5 months, sir. Jason Day in second. Now we're single file racing, calming things down. Kobe Hartung in the 23. Going to be up the biggest mover of the race is Brad Dove up 16. 88 rolling. John Hammond putting some time in. Second lane still trying to flow. Jeff Dillon now behind the 43. See Alonzo King going to close that pace down. Keep it civil, folks. This is all about having a good time and calling a decent race here. Okay, come on. Altizer. Ooh, there's some pack racing going on right here. 12 has a little blink there. Hayden Malcolm with the nose of the car here for him. Sparks flying here at Atlanta. The moment those left front tires hit the bottom of the racetrack, it's as if the car wants to shoot up the race line. Makes it difficult to enter turn one unless you get a basically a diamond in. John Hammond keeping things on the lower end of the spectrum here as the 25 goes to work. All right, folks. I'm not going to tolerate that stuff anymore. I have to go over to YouTube. I gave Jess mod. I thought she was a mod. She should be able to take care of things as well. Yeah. Please don't do that to each other. That's absolutely ridiculous. Please don't do that. Yeah, that's folks, don't do it. It's absolutely hateful, and there's no reason to be calling people out, or not calling people out, but talking to people like this. It's a live stream, but it's also iRacing, and forgive me, folks. I was catching up on chat trying to call the race, and Jess came down to me, and she's gonna take over some mod over there as well. YouTube, I love you guys very much. I love our content. I love our content creation, but we're here for the families. We're here for the families who are out here watching if their drivers get out here and run this simulator. Don't want to be seeing those kinds of things. Find yourself another stream to go troll. No, don't do that. Don't do that to the people out there as well. I don't get it. You're good, John. You're good, John. No. You're good, John. You're good. It felt like a COD 2002 lobby. John, you're good. It was just it was uncalled of that guy, and when we if we see it again, Jess is going to be able to take care of it, and if I don't, if I have to add, I'll add moderators. I'll add people we know. Anywho, we're single file right now, 73 of 146. This is the halfway mark this time by, as Hammond, Jason Day, Matta rebounding here as well. The 01, the 21. I appreciate you being out there, chilling out, relaxing. That's what it's about. Hey, people can be toxic on their own time. You know what I mean? Don't be toxic to these people. And that was I'm speaking more precisely to the guy who had, or the guy or gal or whoever it was that had that weird name that came in earlier, and the one who just insulted John in the chat for no reason whatsoever. Good for you, drivers. And have some fun. Brandon Bledsoe up 12. Got the tail end of the draft here. was off the draft just a little bit there. This is one of the things about this racetrack is if you lose the draft, you can lose a lot of momentum. Alonso King going to be behind Mark Retchin here. Retchin would be the first driver looking for a free pass. If they can stay buttoned up in single file, they'll be able to work their way forward. Jeff Dillon of the 62. And Altizer in the 12 off to Casterline. Back of the mix once again. Got that car all worked on. There's the Stay Tuned Sports. Pushing the corner. 8:52, 16:01, 21. Austin, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I think so. I don't know who it is, and I don't know. Like the boss, everyone look out. I love it. Y'all keep chatting. Enjoy yourselves. Again, apologies to the stream and to all the families out there watching their drivers, and apologies to you folks out there for people like that who just take a good thing and a good vibe and want to just come in and do that. So Hammond, Day, Matta, Biggert, Benson's going to be your top 5 here. Nathan Biggert is 35.73 on the iRating. John Hammond out front. There's Nate, who has been putting in a lot of time, energy, and effort into his craft. He has gained some iRating over the last couple of weeks. 35.73. He's up, I think, about 400 or 500 right now. I'm not mistaken. 27.21 for Sam Benson. Michael Strickland in the 88. 33.88 on the iRating as well. 79 of 146. Drivers came in on lap 47. A couple of drivers came in a little bit later than Alonso King was one of the drivers that came a little bit later. So he's going to be able to stay out about 10 more laps. And he's going to have a couple of drivers to be able to stay out with him. Jeff Dillon, Grant Altizer, and Hayden Malcolm. Oh, no. 18 and the 59 collect each other a little bit there. Good to go, though. Able to get back up with the mix. Hopefully he'll be able to catch back up with that tail pack here. Casterline will be able to run with Culver. Culver right in front of him as well, so they'll have to catch up to this little pack here real quick. Ryan went with a little bit of that right front damage. Pushing in. Pulling the corner 8:52, 16:01, 21. And sorry for your loss. Honestly, sorry for your loss, John. Absolutely sorry for it. We shout out Jess for real. Absolutely. Definitely sorry for your loss. Hammond, Day, Matta, your top 3. Jason Day staying just outside the bubble there when it comes to being on the back bumper of the 8. I know, and I know that my babe can relate. She recently just lost her uncle. Much love, babe. Not to put your personal business out there. I do apologize, but that's the reason why people don't know who they're affecting and what they're doing. But I mean, Church inside the top 10. Actually, last driver up there in that pack, Brandon Bledsoe, is going to be able to pull the 80 around with him. They do have a little bit of a faster lap time going for him right now than the drivers in front of them. About a tenth and a half at a time. But they have about 9.4 seconds of gap to be able to try to close back in. Hayden Malcolm off the track, back on the track on 83. Here's what happened to that driver. He's got some heavy left front damage. Oh, no. What happened to Hayden? Oh, that left front, and then just straight down. He had Ryan behind him giving a big push. Oh. Ryan to the right front. Oh, man. Poor Hayden. Poor Ryan. For everybody. Come on now. Mark Retchen will be on the track. Hayden's going to be coming to pit road. He is. Does he have his fast repair still? That's one of the things about, and that car is destroyed. Going to go a couple of laps down here. A couple of more laps down here. Does he have his fast repair? That's the big question here. Back that thing up. 8:52:16, 01:25, and the 21. Harger, thank you very much for the 99 stars, sir. Much love to you. Thank you for the stars out there on our platform. Stars going to help build the new studio, the studio that we want and the studio we deserve. Let's go. Thank you, Dilly Gaff. Babe. Let's see. How many cautions do we think we have? 8 to 10. That's what I'm getting. That was the winner out there. Thank you so much. Miss you too, brother. I miss you too. I appreciate you. Big hype, hype, hype. Thank you very much. Love what we see and love what we do. Spend a time with the wife tonight. Love it. John Hammond, Jason Day, Michael Matta, Nathan Biggert, Brad Doves. How about Stryker to the bottom side? Dove trying to go to the outside. Can he get anybody to go with him? 89 of 146. Brad Dove has been an excellent pusher on super speedways. Does like those super speedways. Brad Dove is one of the driver cams that we still have up there. We'll make sure we check in on this guy. Get a big smile on his face. I believe he is enjoying the race right now. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for being our driver cam sponsor each and every week. BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Get yourself one of those boxes of beef jerky. You get six. You get a 6-pack of beef jerky. It's called a beef jerky bundle, I think is what it's called now. But you get 6 packs of beef jerky. They have pre-designed ones. You can let them design one for you, or you can choose your own. And I recommend everything that's spicy in there because it's just delicious. And A1. Jess likes the A1. It's $55 plus shipping and cheaper than what you could buy. It's less expensive than what you can buy 6 packs of beef jerky at Walmart. And it's made in Michigan. The beef is sourced from actual farmers out there, which is really cool. Check that out. We got a couple of driver cams out here, right? Oh, we got a driver on pit road. Oh no. At least they're sticking with it. Thank you for the driver cams. That's Russell Black. Is that Hayden out there? Hayden, did I miss your driver cam? That's a new driver for me on the driver cams, which I appreciate. That was Hayden then. Sorry I missed the... that's Russell Black right there, so he's picking up some time. Is that Hayden? Is it? I think that might be Hayden. Hayden's the only one on pit road waiting for the car to get fixed. I don't know if it is. I'll have to ask because, I didn't ask. And my bad. Hammond, Jason Day, most laps led, John Hammond. I see a husband and wife working together when it comes to iRacing. Hoping that when you move in with your girlfriend in June, that happens for you. I'm going to tell you that Jess is a gamer. Actually, gaming is what kind of brought our relationship closer when we first started dating many years ago. And I will tell you that the communities that we've been a part of, the community that we built. I couldn't have done it without Jess. I really couldn't. The support, the decision making, everything that I go through. Like, she saw all those comments happening, and she wanted to step in and make sure that she could help. Because I mean, my community is a community, but it's a small community. As far as the people that we have help us, we have good streams, good watchers, good views and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, you never know what's gonna present itself, and I just want people to enjoy themselves, and Jess sees that in the same light. So, the girl's got to be a gamer, man. If she's not a gamer, she would never understand. So hopefully you got yourself a gamer there out there, Corn. I appreciate it. Jess, his last name is Corn, spelled the way we like it. Want to say that. John Hammond, Jason Day, Matta, Biggert, Hartung moving up the ranks here just a little bit. I like Colby. Colby's got been having some good speed. He's been running some officials here lately. We watched him run in Discord yesterday. Didn't have quite the luck he wanted, but he's got a good little thing about him. Benson being cool, calm, and collected right now. That second, Alonso King is leading that second group right now. 30.06 the last time by. They're still making gains, but the more I think there's been some changes when it comes to who's out front, who's been doing what. So the last few laps they've been making gains on Robert Church in the top 10, but the gains aren't near enough of what they need to. 29.93 for Robert Church on his last lap. There's Ryan Wendt up on the high side. He's going to be able to collect himself inside this group, so he's going to be able to run in the draft with them. At right front for Ryan, still seeing some damage. But nothing in the way of what you wouldn't see. We're going to be 46 laps to go this time by as lap 100 ticks away. And a lot of drivers putting the time, energy, and effort in to perfect their craft. So keep it rolling. Devin out front of the old 9 car there. I tell you what, there's Brock Duty, who's been putting some time in himself. He got the car worked on. A little right front damage still for him, but he's still trying to close in some of the distance. He's 2 laps down from a couple of drivers here. Trying to get a few more of those times. So he's got 4 laps between he and Ryan Wendt. Between the 5 and the 85. I'm sorry, the 9 and the 85. He's 2 laps down to him. 85 trying to get to Jerry Culver, who's going to be a lap down right now. Clint Hackett is still a lap down as well. Dash the line in that 16th spot. Going the lead lap. Gretchen right behind. He's the first driver a lap down. He's the 12 in front of him. Grant Altizer here. Alonso King. Cash the line to pit road. Driver coming in to take his green flag pit cycle. Interesting take. John Hammond on the bottom side. 23 on the high side. 01. Now the change for the lead. I missed it because I was catching up on the drivers in the back portion of the pack. 103 of 146. 8:52.16. The cycle rolling. 88 to the bottom side. 01.23.8 there as well. Brad Dove on the high side. Went with that pack. Went with that group. Now we see Nathan Biggert out front. 5:25.5. A little free. Got to the back bumper. Robert Church. We go right back to the inside here. They will have to have a green flag pit stop. Cannot make it on fuel. 100 laps around this racetrack is almost impossible. We watched the Super Speedway Kings in NASCAR run 65 to 70 laps. I call it 68. Usually the number. Some people might short pit. Some people might run together. We'll see. Right now, the pit cycle, bottom right of your screen, they're about 57 laps in. Here's the 5. Going to be coming to pit road. Can you lock it down? 40 on a pit road as well. Hopefully he was able to get down to speed. Ethan Biggert, your race leader, 58 laps in. Kobe Hartung keeping on 56. Going to be able to run about 10 laps longer than the rest of the field. Still will need to come to pit road. Loving the camo. I like it. She herself isn't a gamer, but she loves video games. That's even better, as long as she supports you. Stop it. Keep going. I will always. I brag about you. Apparently, you haven't been in too many streams lately, babe, because I brag about you more so than even my own ability. There's the 8 on the outside. John Hammond, furthest back he has been since the start of the race. He sits in 7th there on the high side. Saving a little bit of fuel. 108, 146. We'll need a good green flag pit stop here. 8 will drop to the bottom side. There's the 25 of Brad Dove. Dove Farm LLC race car driver. 109 of 146 complete. Be 37 laps to go this next time by. Benson, not Denson. Benson. Now pull John Hammond. Hammond going to be able to stay back here a little bit. Alonso King and that company, 13 and a half back, still trying to roll the second lane here. You are the best part of my day. Grant Altai, the net next to Cody, who's our daughter. And Austin, and Trinity, and Isaac, and Bailey, and Gabriella. Ethan Biggert out front. Kobe Hartung in second. Michael Strickland in third. 110 of 146. And a big pack of lap traffic coming up. There's Church, who came off pit road. He's going to be 2 laps down. Jerry Culver could be the driver he is trying to track down. He's got a few drivers in the mix with him here as Ryan Wendt pulls into the corner. Of speeding penalty for the 5 here. I wondered if he had gotten down to pit lane speed. It looked like he got a pit road speeding penalty on entrance there. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get himself back into the mix. There's the 01. He's about to go another lap down here because of that penalty. Penalties are everything. A speeding penalty will hurt you. Brad Dove to pit road. I think that was a speeding penalty as well. Pit road speed limit is 45 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. At 45 miles an hour. At least they're not having to do what they did at Atlanta this year, where they have the entrance on right here out of 3. Folks, what did you think about that this year when it came to how they entered pit road for the Atlanta Super Speedway race? Oh no! Strickland having an issue. There's a 52 behind. No caution. They're all coming to road at Church. Oh, no. No caution for that? No traffic. iRacing thrown cautions. No caution for that. Holy cow. Everybody coming to pit road. Stryker will have to get back up to speed, come back around, get back on pit road. Tony Sanders is your race leader. He is the lone driver out there. Alonso King and company We'll make it 30 laps to go this next time by. Tony Sanders kept it on 47. We'll be thinking about pit road very soon. And maybe just couldn't do it. John Hammond came out on 113. They're leaving pit road now. Jason Day in front of him. Mark Retchen a little bit further ahead. Right sides only with some fuel. Oh, up into the wall. 24 with a right front down. Oh, baby. 21 of Sam Benson. Almost to the back bumper. Into the back bumper of the 24. And I tell you what, Mark had a great pit strategy there. And man. Mark was on the bottom of the racetrack. He was trying to work. His right front is down. So let me go up here to Mark and what he had going. He had the 80 of Alonso King in front of him. 24 was following the 80. Go to get into the corner here. And 24 is there. 24 is there. Oh, the 80 braked to come to pit road. And Mark, nowhere to go, had to jerk the wheel out of the way. Man, oh man. Strickland still your race leader. There's a lot going on. That striker might be just like, hey, I might need to just calm this down. John Hammond trying to push the 52 around, and right now, Matta trying to get around the 16. 16 had a little squirrely out of line there with Benson. So Colby Hartung has Brandon Bledsoe in front of him. Strickland still leads Hartung. Nathan Biggert, both drivers came in. Fuel only, it looks like. Strickland to pit road now. You just cautioned yourself. Auto cautions have, you like the, you like the backstretch. It's safer. I can see it being safer, but, again, everybody has it. iRacing cautions have been wonky. They have. Hartung, Biggert, Day. $12 up to the 70. Go back in tow. 12 drivers on the lead lap. Brandon Bledsoe out in front of your race leaders. We'll see 85 come off pit road. 12:09 right there. Altizer trying to battle for a lucky dog spot, but needing around these drivers. John Hammond, Michael Matta and company. Seeing a little bit of tire advantage here. Their lap times, the 52 of Jason Day and the 8 right here, they can get around some of these drivers. They can run faster laps than what Colby Hartung and Nathan Biggert are doing. A little bit older tire. It's a little less grip. Means the cars are going to free up. 23 in the 01. Fuel only for those drivers. Jason Day took tires and fuel. Hammond tires and fuel. Matta tires and fuel. Van Benson did the same thing. Robert Church. Going to go around Mark Retchen here. As Church will roll the corner. There is Russell Black, 64, is up 2. Had issues earlier, but he's able to run, which is good to see. Now he's just out there just trying to have some fun. I like seeing the drivers get out there and smile and just enjoy themselves. He's out there getting as many pit stops as he can, or as many laps as he can. He's a lot of laps down, but still working on it. We are telling your race leader still there with the 70. More lap traffic coming up. There's the 88 of Michael Strickland is going to drop in front of the 70 here. 43 up on the high side. 70 there to push. The 88 and the 70 try to work here. 23 in the 01. 88 trying to stay on the lead lap and keep the 70 doing what he does. Brandon Bledsoe doing a phenomenal job of maintaining out in front. Brandon Bledsoe looked to the outside there a little bit. Hasn't been in dirty air in a little bit. Has been leading this group around 9.5 seconds now. The distance as this pack starts to form. Colby Hartung, Nathan Biggert, Jason Day. Here is the 21. Sam Benson behind. Tony Sanders still with Alonso King here. 21.9 seconds back as this green flag pit stop has come to a halt. What could have been or should have been a caution, not a caution. So we have intermingled traffic here as the 88 and the 70 try to pull away. And right now, the 23 and the 01 able to just hold on to their race spot here. John Hammond has Matta and the 21 to the outside. 52 of Jason Day trying to play catch up here as the 21 of Benson goes to the outside. Hammond back to 6th. 64 of Russell Black there as well. Matta drops down. And so now the 8 and the 52. The 52 has a little bit of nose damage. That might be what has been keeping him from advancing. 21 way to the outside. There's the 5 right there as well. Birch rolling to the corner. 8 to the bottom side. Tires below the super speedway line there. I'm not sure if I like the 90 miles an hour but I mean, Atlanta saw a lot of cautions, but it also saw one of the closest finishes in NASCAR history between 3 drivers. So, can't be mad at that, right? Can't be mad. And Benson to the 21. You can get a run here. We got a whole lot of drivers. We're trying to put some pressure on what's going on. Here's Sam Benson. Here's the lap times to the driver behind him, which is going to be Sanders, who has got about 10.8 seconds between he, with 17 laps to go, between he and the 21. They're running 30.5s and 30.3s here. Benson just ran a 29.9. Sanders, though, ran a 29.85. So he's been fine. Been absolutely fine. Quite possibly not enough time left. The 70 and the 88 start to work. Colby Hartung, your race leader. Most laps led to John Hammond and the stage win to John Hammond. The top 3 night between a handful of drivers right here. 3 drivers battling for that 3rd spot with some lap traffic there as well. And then Colby Hartung battling for a lead here. Or 4 drivers battling for 3rd. And then Colby Hartung and Nathan Biggert using a pit stop strategy there to get themselves out front. And proving that tires really aren't that big of a deal. You can run on the draft of other drivers who have fresher tires. It's a smart move. The finish was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Atlanta's just such a hard. It's hard to get on pit road at Atlanta. Even in the old days, it was so bumpy and so slick that you're carrying 170 off the corner and you're having a brake on the bottom side to get down to 45 miles an hour, which NASCAR goes off of the pit road speed limit that the track sets. That's why some tracks you'll see have a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Some tracks you'll see 55. Super speedways you usually 55 miles an hour. But other tracks you see different shot, different chances. So some tracks have a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. Martinsville's 30, I believe. Yeah, it's not very fast. But if you think about it, though, in comparison to what they're running, because right now they're running about 184, 185 miles an hour, depending on where they're at on the racetrack, right? Here's the dashboard for your race leader, Colby Hartung. So 183 in the draft here. Check it up out of the corner, 184. I saw a 190 tick there, but I think that was just the way it looked. Sam Benson's out front of Matter right now with John Hammond. They're running 185 into the corner. And so they're carrying good speed, 180, 182, 183 into the corner. If they can hold it down at 185, 186, 187, 188 there. So 188 miles an hour down to 45 miles an hour in a short shoot, which is what we saw here, which is what caused Mark Retchen to have to slide up and hit the wall. Those situations are terrible. Adminbox.com, 2 X's. Make sure you go over there and check them out. Track Racer, redefine your gaming with a Track Racer sim rig. Supports Chop Shop. Chopp'N It Up podcast is part of the Chop Shop Racing series. Go check out the Chop Shop podcast. I actually did a podcast out there with them. They interviewed me, and it was a ton of fun to be a part of. If you want to know what I look like and a little bit about the history of Signature Esports and what I do, you can go check that out on the Chopp'N It Up podcast at youtube.com/@chop_TV. You can also check out Stay Tuned Sports if you like sports and you like entertainment and you like guys cutting it up about what's going on out there in the world of podcasting and in the world of sports podcasting. You can check them out. Go subscribe to their channels, every one of them. Thank you very much to all the folks. Thank you to my sponsors, BeefJerkyUnlimited.com, Top Shop Racing, Cedal Carpets, which we have a new logo in the works for them. I made one for him today. And he had some changes he wanted to make to it, so we're going to make sure we take care of that for him. And of course, all of our folks we want to say thank you to, of course. And iCrash Weekly, you can go check out their YouTube channel. They got some content out there that allows it to say everything that I don't want to say. A lot of drivers out there doing their thing. Also, big special thank you to our channel alumni, Dennis Daly, Gold Key, Dark Horizon 35, Meta Root Racing, those are our champions levels. Penguin, a pro. King, a pro. Garland, a pro. Ryan Went, a pro as well. Alex Thompson, Rock Stallone, Brad Dove, all those fine folks out there kicking butt and taking names and being a part of our platforms. Thank you very much. And I've got one more to add to that. It's going to be iCrash Weekly is going to go on there under that rookie tab as well for supporting our channel and doing what they do. So thank you very much. And those are all monetarily supported donations. Each level, the more you help out our stream, the more it is. And of course, big special thank you to the race controller tonight, which is Penguin. OTR_Penguin is his Twitch channel. If you like 5M stuff, he's been getting real into some 5M RP out there. And doing a pretty darn bang up job about it. It's killer. We appreciate all of that, and I appreciate everybody for just taking a stab at it and having a good time. 5 laps to go. Drivers try to get themselves up into the mix. All ties are trying to get back on the lead lap. He has 2 position cars in front of the leaders here, and right behind him, you've got more position cars battling for position in the mix of all this as well. The 9, the 43, the 13 of Jerry Culver is got the 18 of Casterline behind him. So that's a position there as well. See the 28 of Clint Hackett back up in the mix. Good to see Clint able to rebound. And I know that he may be a lap or 2 or multiple down But that's the never quit attitude here for these drivers. Only 2 drivers out of the race. 3 drivers out of the race right now. Everybody else putting some time in. 3 laps to go here as the 1-2 spot belongs to Colby Hartung and Nathan Biggert. John Hammond leads the second group around, and they have finally been catching that pack. 7.5 seconds, but maybe too little too late. If the 8 and the 21 can go at it. 16 of Mata tries to go to the outside. A top 3 night for any one of these drivers. They drop into the corner. 8 runs second lane. It's going to be able to run with the 21. 16 down to the bottom side. 8 here to control. 2 laps to go. As now the 16 and the 21. Jason Day in the midst as well. 8 to the bottom. The battle for third. Nathan Biggert going to the lead on the outside of Colby Hartung. He's got the 12 there to commit. Side draft for the lead. We have many battles. White flag waves, final lap at Atlanta. And we only had 6 cautions, 5 per incident. If you were keeping track, side draft for the 1. 23 there. The 23 stuck in a rock and a hard spot here. The 23, nowhere to go. 01 is smooth sailing right now. Nathan Biggert trying to capitalize here. He's going to have his newest win. He pulls the 12. He's going to gain a spot there. Mata, John Hammond. Mike Mata going to finish third over John Hammond. He finishes 4th. Sam Benson finishes 5th. Jason Day, Tony Sanders, Alonso King. Having battles. They're still battling back here. I do believe Sanders might have snuck that one out. We'll check here in just a little bit. There's so many little battles going on all over the racetrack right now. I know the timing tower says one thing, but iRacing will officially give us the race results. Good finish there. Nathan Biggert waited. He used some lap traffic here and gets another victory in his belt, and he'll move up some spots here. Striker several position points off into the middle of that, as the 01 will go and burn it down here. That is his 3rd win on the series, 3rd win on the season for the 01. As the Larson burnout comes to play, here's your race results. They just finally populated for me. There's a lot of racing going on there. Nathan Biggert, race winner. Colby Hartung, P2. Michael Mata is going to be 3rd. Hammond in 4th. Sam Benson in 5th. Jason Day, Tony Sanders, Alonso King, Jeff Dillon, and Michael Strickland. I thought Tony had the position over Alonso there, and it did so by 45 100ths of a second. Michael Strickland finishes on the lead lap inside the top 10. Altizer, Bledsoe, Dove, Culver, Casterline, your top 15. Hackett and Dacuna, and the 85. Joshua finishes 18th. Move down the rest of the race results for you. The 9, the 5, the 40, 24, they're through 22nd. Hayden, Malcolm, Russell Black. Gets out there and drives, and he may be 53 laps down, but he got 2 more spots and was able to work on it and knocked it out of the park. So fantastic race for the drivers. We're going to talk to them as these drivers have reason to celebrate and reason to enjoy the racing that they had. How about we talk to him? Nathan Biggert is going to be your race winner here today. 3rd on the season. And you just had you and Colby had a good strategy there, able to gas the field there a little bit, and take no tires, right? No tires whatsoever, just fuel, and came back out there with a heavy gap. And were you worried there that that bigger pack might have caught you if you didn't catch some lap traffic?
Yeah, definitely. I think just pitting by ourselves, you take a risk, just 2 cars. So I was I think we both were very surprised about what happened there at the end, in the sense of everyone decided to take tires or whatever. I have to go back and watch, but yeah, we didn't take any. We even lost a little time because he wanted to lead a lap. So even the lap before we pitted, I lifted to try to let him lead a lap. So we lost extra time there, but we were lucky enough to have a good pit stop, come out, and then hook up with Sam. Sam was instrumental, I think, in helping us keep going. And then we caught up with Stryker, and then we just maintained pace from there and just cruised until the end. A little bit of lap traffic slowed us down a bit, but we had such a nice big gap there. We knew it was going to be a battle between us if the caution didn't come out. So great race. Really got to give a shout out to James for helping me, give me a push at the end. I was hoping somebody would go with me because you need a little bit of help on these runs. But yeah, great racing with Colby. Great racing with everybody tonight. It was just awesome. Happy to come home with a W for sure.
That was a mano win between you and Colby Hartung. He just had nowhere to go, and it was good timing there for sure. This race proved to be difficult in the early going, but it seemed like that green flag run was all about timing. Getting to pit road was very difficult today as well. We saw that from a lot of drivers. I'm glad that iRacing hasn't implemented the 90-45 rule because I don't know if they can.
Yeah, I'm glad it is the way it is. It seems to work all right on iRacing as long as you call it out, let the guys behind you know that you're pitting, and there's plenty of room on the track to get up and understand to give room to the guys on bottom that are pitting. I think in real life you run into there's no voice comm that everybody can hear, so it makes it difficult to understand who's pitting. But having that in iRacing really helps. So I don't think we really need it. I think it works just fine here as long as you get a good group of guys like we got here tonight. And I think we proved it, that it can be done pretty easily.
It was fun. It was entertaining. Y'all knocked it out of the park. All right, man. Give me shout outs to the victory.
Yeah, definitely. Give a shout out to the Chopping It Up podcast. Ryan went. I really enjoy that show. If anyone's out there hasn't checked it out yet, just go give it a look. You get to know the guys in the crew here. All the Chop Shop racers. Not all of them, but one by one, we're going through, getting to know them a little better, and I think it's awesome. Give a shout out to Chop Shop, all the admins, the league themselves. John ran a hell of a race. He was definitely a contender up until that last pit stop. I was worried about having to beat him, so hats off to him. Shout out to Signature Esports, you, Jason, doing the broadcast. Everything you do is just awesome. Number one in the business. Appreciate everything you do for us. All the fans watching, and like always, get to do these. Number one fan, Mom, I love you.
I like it. All right, brother. We'll see you in a couple days.
Absolutely.
Nathan Biggert, who comes home in victory lane. Kobe Hartung had a mano battle going on there as the 23 comes home second, but nothing to hang your head on, man. That was a good race. You guys had the right strategy, and you had to know it was coming. But did you think it was gonna happen that soon?
What, the move?
Yeah.
Oh no, Nate! I knew Nate was gonna do that. We literally agreed, be nice until 2 to go, and he made the move first.
And
then the lap cars just, apparently they wanted to see another win from Nate, because no new winners around here. We want to see Nate win every race. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I know the 12 had positions in front of Nate, and he was able to gain a couple out of giving him the push there, and that was, I think, one of the big things that you can see. If you got to push and you're going to be able to go with somebody to the win and gain some spots, I guess the 12 made the right decision and went in the right spot.
Well, the thing is, everyone went with him too, so I just couldn't do anything. I had to keep going.
You had nowhere to go. I did see it. I called that exact moment.
I mean, there was nothing I could do. I tried to side draft, but there was like 10 cars up there, and 10 versus 3 doesn't work. I tried to hang on. No. But yeah, we definitely played the strategy game. We were playing the game and won the prize. We were hoping on lot of checking up from that lead pack pitting, and that happened. So me and Nate stayed out an extra lap, and we both had pretty good pit road entries. Nate, I think, slid his box, so we had to whoa up. But we just found some lap cars to attach onto, and that was it. We just pulled away from there.
That's what I was talking to Nate about. I asked him if he was worried about it a little bit, if it was just you two, and then you've got a 6-car pack tandem trying to catch you guys.
Oh yeah, we weren't worried about that. They weren't catching until the two lap cars at the very end tried making moves, but we were pulling still.
Oh no, I know. But if it was just you two without lap traffic with you,
Oh yeah.
might have been a different story. That's what I was asking him. But
But we made sure to make some friends
Yeah.
along the way.
I believe it. All right, brother, you got a P2 finish. It's not a bad night though, and
Hey man, P2 at a super speedway. Can't complain about that. I usually don't have good luck here.
usually don't finish them. That's
No.
all right, brother. Give me shout outs, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Nate for being a good temporary teammate ish until the last two laps. Shout out to the lap cars for pulling us. But in all seriousness, it was a great race out of everyone. We super speedway with we only got 3 or 4 wrecks, right? It was
Yeah,
it was it
you
was
had hold on, I'll tell you.
it was a really clean race for a super
Five
speedway
five
style race.
5 cautions, so 4 for incident and
One for stage.
one for stage. So 5. I thought it was
Yeah,
6, but 5 cautions. Yeah.
that is really really good for super speedway, and I'm glad to be around a group of a bunch of great guys who could run it clean and make, I guess, kind of exciting finishes like this. I would have preferred to have more lap cars on my line, but shout out to everyone. Shout out to you for the great broadcasts, week in, week out, on all the series you do. Shout out to John and Stryker for putting this stuff on and getting all these great sponsors. Um, but yeah, I'll take a P2 here.
I like it. We'll be back. We'll see you in a couple days, actually. So I know what I'm talking about. There's a possibility I could talk to you again very soon.
Where we at in trucks? Phoenix? A good chance he'll probably be talking to me. I like that track.
So does Stryker, though. So that's a tough guy to beat at that racetrack. But
It is a tough guy to beat.
all right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Kobe Hartog, P2 finished today. And last but not least, the guy that is getting some big shout outs out there, Mike. Dude.
Hey.
Dude, tell me about this one. You just had to hold on and just wait your turn, but you had a good car all night. Just trying to keep yourself clean and in the mix and in the draft and behind and pushing the right person or riding there for the longest time. 4 tires. The leaders had a big lead because they didn't take tires. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
But you guys had a good little battle there between 4 or 5 of you there for a long time.
Yeah, did you see the race to the line? That was fun. We were it was a close one.
You
us, but,
you had finished quick enough behind the leaders that I didn't get to see the finish, but I did see the relative margin. I can go back. Hold on. Oh,
it was good. We were actually in turn 2. We all slowed down to 175, trying to get a run on the leader, and he kept doing it too. So we kept getting slower and slower. Usually we were going 187. We were 10 mile an hour off the pace.
I'm scrolling, folks. There's so many things. You can probably hear that. There's turn 3. There's a 16 on board the back bumper. 8 went to the high side. 16 there. Good crossover. He tried to run you high. He tried. Nice job.
Yeah.
Emma did a great job. He was trying to hold on to it there.
Yeah. But I thought tires. I wanted them in case we had a restart because tires were down to 80%, and I wanted them in case we got the restart, but we didn't get it. And that's what cost us the 7 seconds, just tires.
was a good fake, man. Good move. I mean, that's what you do. You know, if you want the race line, you kind of have to fake it, and that's what you did. But that's a couple of podiums in a row for you here.
Yeah, I don't really know where I'm getting the speed. I'm running another league, and it's just all bad luck, and here it's the good luck. So it's kind of evening out. Um, I'm glad it's not like bad luck in both of them. I'll take it.
I
Take
think
this.
I think
Nice.
I think you're racing with a good caliber of drivers out here. We do, you know, you're gonna have cautions every once in a while, but for the most part, you see the green flag run, and you actually have to think about your race strategy and what you're doing, and you're picking the right times to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm. Last week was tough. There was like just saving tires. There was a lot of saving tires. This week it was more about just positioning yourself with like the runs. You got to have help here. You can't. It's not like Daytona where you can pass the car here, pass the car there. This one you got to have help and watch the momentum on whatever line it's in. It's tough. This is Atlanta is a tough track now, as if it wasn't before. You know.
As a super speedway, I think it's a lot more tough when it comes to the pack racing. I miss the old Atlanta because of the character of the track, and just, you know, you get into a corner, you know where a bump is, you know where things kind of,
Yeah.
you know, present itself. But it was good. In case Spear out there, we love Matta. Who was right
Yeah.
on who was right on the yeah, you were right on the caution, but you weren't right on the pole. Everybody said 8 to 10 cautions. We didn't have one more caution after I put that poll up.
Hey.
So that's there it is. That's how I do that. I can stop the cautions from happening from that point right there. But RB
More
Racing.
poles.
That's right. That's right. Stop the cautions with Twitch and YouTube polls. But yeah, no, it was good, man. Fantastic race. A lot of congratulations out there for you. You guys are kicking butt out there, and we're 5 races in. You were, as I was looking before, you were fourth in points coming
Yeah.
in. So this,
Keep me up there.
I think you'll still be fourth.
Yeah.
I'm doing the math right. You should still be fourth.
All right.
Yeah, you should see. If my math is somewhat correct, we'll see. But nonetheless, fourth in points coming in. So that's a good week. That's a good set. So you keep getting top 3s or top 5s. That's a way you keep yourself heading to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the hope.
All right, brother. Well, fantastic race. Give your shout outs. Waterbury,
Hey,
Connecticut, right?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm reading that correctly, because, you know, sometimes I dyslexia comes at me. But give your shout outs, brother.
Hey, shout out to this league. We've had great racing so far, putting on good shows. Iowa's a little messy, but short track, you know, everything else has been great. Shout out the league. Shout out to you, doing a great job up in the booth, and shout out to Cisco, Brass City represent. Yep. Check out Cisco and All Music. He's out there, and thank you.
Always, man. Hey, you're going to be off next week, just so you know. So no cup racing. But
Right.
when you come back,
Chicago.
Chicago Street Course, I love that dang track. I
love it.
It's so I called it for the very first time in my truck series that we run on Thursday nights. I tell you what, it put up some really good racing. It really did.
Might not be good at it, but it's a fun track to drive at least.
Oh yeah, it is. It just bounce it off the wall a little bit. Just don't break straight into the corner. You know, you want to break straight and then turn into the corner.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you're braking as you're turning, yeah, you're not going. Those tire barriers are gonna love you. That's where it is. All right, brother. We'll talk to you here in a couple weeks.
Right. See ya.
Yeah, that's the number 16. He comes home in P3, and a phenomenal race for him, and we appreciate everybody being out there. What a great time that was. Well, the week after next, yeah, it's going to be good. You're coming back to run next gen next week. You're going to come back, Donnie? Yeah. Brass City represent. John Doe says out there, you're in love with that track. I love the Chicago Street Course. Speaking of stuff and events, current events and things that are going to be happening, folks, if you want a chance to come out and say hello to myself and meet the Ballistic One, aka Jess, we're going to be at a couple of tracks this year. The first one that we are scheduled to do is Worldwide Technology. So if you want to come out and watch some Missouri racing, basically Darlington backwards. Worldwide Technology Raceway over at Gateway, which is up near St. Louis, Missouri. We're going to be there for the race there this year. And then, of course, we are planning on the fall Bristol race as well, because I know that a lot of people from our community are going to be there as well. So that's the plan. So the two NASCAR tracks, you want to be out there and have some fun, and meet Signature Esports and meet Jess and meet everybody. Those are our plans. So opportunity knocking, and then TwitchCon coming up in October. We should be there for that as well. We are trying to be involved in the NASCAR community and of course our iRacing community and our esports community. The best way to do that, folks, is to like, follow, subscribe. Do Kansas. I would love to go back to KC again, but it'll depend on schedules and things of that sort, because Jess only has so much vacation time, and we have our income is earned from basically Memorial Day to Labor Day on my side of the books over here. So that's pretty much the big kit and caboodle when it comes to what we do. So we're gonna work on it. But if we can get to Kansas, I'd love to go to the fall Kansas race as well, because that's when we went last time. It was absolutely amazing. So Worldwide Technology is going to be the first track you're going to be able to meet us at. If you want to be a part of that, make sure that you get into our Discord. We're going to start scheduling some stuff out with that and making sure that we are good to go for that entire segment. And if you want to come out and say hello, come out and say hello. There's a chance that we might be at the Dirt Nationals this year. It just depends on my fall schedule as well, or my winter schedule. So if you want to come out to the Dirt Nationals and meet us, we should be there as well. But we're going to see. We were invited to come up and call some races at the Dirt Nationals. So we're going to have some fun with it. Sorry about the trolls at the very beginning. Thank you, folks, for sticking around. If they bring the ARCA race back to Wheatland, we'll go back to Wheatland. Absolutely. So yeah, folks, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Like, follow, subscribe for more content. Make sure that you get out there. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We live stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. My personal gaming streams are on Twitch. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Chopp'N It Up. Thank you to Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you to everybody for being out there and knocking it out of the park. I love you scared the trolls. I hope that you did. We're just going to have you in all of our streams so we don't have that again. But yeah, those are the way things go. And we love what we do. We love what we see, and we appreciate everybody for all the continued support that they do. Thank you for everybody for getting our Mission 22 goal. Before I could even say anything, you guys nailed it out of the park. So thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. And keep everybody doing some good things out there. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. That's the most important thing you can ask for. Nathan Biggert gets the big win. Hammond finishes 4th. Benson 5th. Your top 5. Absolutely killing it. John Hammond, most laps led, fastest lap of the race, is Mark Retchen, who had a 29.265. How cool is that? So, 84 laps led for John Hammond. Fantastic race for him. Just the pit road strategy worked out for them, and he just could not get the drivers moving forward. Yeah, it happens. All right. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Peace. Oh, and thank you to Jess for being out there. She's absolutely amazing. Thank you to Penguin for being the race controller. All right.